I'm going to experiment today with another keto recipe. This is another casserole recipe. I've done a different one before. This one is ricotta ham spinach casserole. And rather than making one big casserole that serves 4 to 6, I'm going to make them as little individual single serving casseroles that I can put lids on and then put them in the refrigerator. When they cool, I can enjoy them later on. So let's make these ricotta ham spinach casseroles. I've got a package of fresh spinach here that I'm going to wilt in this skillet. I've got it overheat. The water is just starting to boil. You could use an 8-ounce package of frozen spinach, thawed. I'm using fresh spinach. That's a 6-ounce package of 160 grams. That'll take a few minutes to wilt down. A fan of the website taught me this. Use a potato ricer to squeeze spinach. I used to do this by hand, with my hands. This is a lot better. It's more efficient and works better. All right. And then, with my smallest screen in the bottom, I can just press that. You can see the liquid coming out. That's good enough. And there is my squeezed spinach. I'm going to use a food processor. The original recipe said to do this step with a blender. I think this is going to make one step a little bit easier. So I'm going to put 10 large eggs in there. Then I'm going to add, this is a 15-ounce cup of ricotta cheese. I'm going to put the whole cup in there like that. And then 1/4 cup. And that 15-ounce container, by the way, is 425 grams. It's about 1 cup. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup, 60 milliliters of heavy cream. This is heavy whipping cream. Put that in there. And then I'm going to blend this. As I always do, I put a little barrier on the top to keep the top of the food processor clean. Get that on there, snap it into place, and I'm going to pulse that. Good. Didn't take much. Then, this is where I think I'm going to save a step. I have my spinach. And by the way, if you're using a small bowl food processor, you may not be able to get all those ingredients in there without the bowl overflowing over the center part. I'm going to put my spinach in there and just pulse that lightly to break up the spinach. And that's good enough. Now I can transfer that to a large bowl. I have here 1 pound, which is about 450 grams of ham. This is sliced sandwich ham. And I'm going to just dice this up pretty small and add that to my bowl. I need 1/2 of a medium yellow onion. That's quite a large onion, so I'm going to use 1/4 of this. There's my diced onion. I diced that up pretty fine, and again I used 1/4 of that big onion. And the last thing I want to add is a couple of cloves of garlic. Well, I shouldn't say last because I have to season that yet. And there's my second clove of garlic. To season this, I'm going to grind some black pepper in there. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. That's regular table salt. Don't use a lot of salt because the ham's got a lot of salt in it. Then you want to just take the time to really blend this up well. I have half a dozen of these little single serving oven safe dishes with lids. I'm going to divide this mixture up between 6 of these bowls. In the meantime, I'm heating my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 180 degrees Celsius. I placed my bowls on a parchment lined, there's my oven telling me it's up to full temperature, a parchment lined baking sheet to make it easier to clean up just in case something boils over. I'm going to do one experiment. I got the idea. I had a little bit of cheddar cheese left over, so I'm going to cover one of these with cheddar cheese. And I'll see what that tastes like later. And if I like it, I'll add it as an optional ingredient when I write up this recipe. Now, this is ready to go into the oven. I'm going to bake these 25 to 30 minutes. So here they are, out of the oven. And how I cook these, I cooked these a total of 45 minutes because I kept checking with a digital thermometer. I wanted to see these come up to, let's see if I can get one to show you, come up to at least 160 degrees. That's way over in order for those eggs to be cooked. So now I'm going to let this cool down a little bit and see what it tastes like. These have had a chance to cool a little bit. They're still a little hot to handle, but not bad. They look good. I gotta say, they look good. They've firmed up nicely. Let's see what it tastes like. It almost reminds me of a ham and spinach quiche. That's really, really quite good. So excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my ricotta, ham, and spinach casserole.